What's up, boxing community? This is Rene, aka Box Young. What's going on, man? Back at you with another little video. You know, shouts out to Fan and International Boxing Channel. Yeah, they show me support, show me love, man. In the video I gave about Gervonta Davis, you know, talking about the 50 million AB deal. Much love to you, brother. Thanks so much, man. And the Boxing Clinic and more. Yeah, shouts out to them. Go subscribe to their channels, man. And the LDBC, go check them out. You know, I mean. Smoke City Mobcast, all that, man. I've been discovering them recently, well, some time ago, man, and you know, they're real, man. They real, it's straight up real. So they speak truth, which is what I love, which is what I do, man. So, you know, I'm not an expert in all this, but you know, I've been around, man, and boxing and experienced it as myself. You know, trained in it down here in Mexico for a minute. But you know, I just want to make this video, man, and it's gonna start out like this, man. I'm tired. I've been tired of hearing Eddie Hearn and this whole Wilder Joshua issue, man, dilemma, drama show, you know what I'm saying? I mean, since about months ago, man, I just got tired of it. I knew it wasn't gonna happen, this whole fight. I knew it wasn't gonna happen this year, at least. Probably will happen next year, maybe it will, but you know, I just want to give my thoughts, you know, on Eddie Hearn and this whole thing, man. That, you know, Eddie Hearn, he just speaks too much, man. He talks too much. He switches angles. He interprets things differently. He twists things up that, you know, in reality it wasn't this. You know, concerning the negotiations with Wilder and the $50 million and, you know, all this, man. You know, even though AJ himself said he would fight Wilder for $50 million, Wilder presented it. You know the whole story. I don't want to repeat it all, man. Now Eddie Hearn's talking about, you know, what AJ, and you know, paraphrasing that, you know, AJ shouldn't have said that, or, you know, he's probably, you know, he's probably ashamed of what he said with the I'll fight him for $50 million in that interview he did some time ago. Now he's just getting more videos out with fight hype, you know what I'm saying, and trying to explain himself away, you know, justifying why this fight isn't happening. So I'm saying, you know, I want to talk a little bit about this. Like, first and foremost, man, when this whole thing with Wilder and Joshua started, man, Eddie Hearn, he just got off on the wrong foot. You know, he's trying to, you know, make a big move in America, United States, you know what I'm saying, North America, I'm in Mexico. You know, I think the first problem with Eddie Hearn, man, is he just came here, he just came to the States, you know what I mean, thinking that he would conquer and just take over, you know, like, he didn't even, it seems like he has no idea of the, of American culture, man. Like, I grew up in the States, man, since I was a baby, man. You know, I know the culture. I grew up in it, man, and you know, my whole childhood, teenhood, I grew up there, man. And he just totally disrespecting Wilder, you know, calling him things that he shouldn't, just disrespecting, showing a lack of professionalism, man. Eddie Hearn is just one of the worst promoters I have ever seen. The way he talks, the way he acts, this whole. You know, we can say that maybe a lot of, I mean, boxing fanatics, or I don't know, man. Maybe, you know, a lot of boxing fans never even heard of Eddie Hearn until Anthony Joshua started getting up, you know. In reality, Anthony Joshua doesn't have that many fights anyway in his pro record, I mean, in his career. And, you know, much respect to AJ, but, dude, Eddie Hearn is just giving the wrong image of British boxing, man. He's just, in America, I'm talking about, you know, in the UK and, you know, in Europe, you know, I guess they all love him, but he just he just got off on the wrong foot in America, man. I'm telling you, and getting back to that, in American culture, man, that he, like, doesn't know how to respect Americans or something, man. I mean, American box, like, you know, with Wilder, he's just been calling them things that he shouldn't, being totally unprofessional about it. Now, Wilder, you know what I'm saying, I'm not justifying any side, you know what I mean? I'm unbiased. That's what I am. I'm totally unbiased. Those who have seen my other videos, you know, Triple G, Don't Do It, Triple G, that one, I started out, you know what I'm saying? I always mention I'm unbiased, you know, I don't have favoritism. I just see what I see and interpret it, you know what I'm saying? And, I mean, I can't justify Wilder either, but, you know, imagine, if you're Eddie Hearn, right? If you're him, are you going to come to the United States and, you know, apparently try to get this AJ Wilder fight going? Are you going to be coming off disrespecting Wilder, you know what I mean? you want to come at it with respect. You want to come at it, you know, totally respecting, you know what I'm saying, American culture, and us as humans, every human being wants respect. That's what we want. That's, you know, it's something natural, man. And Eddie Hearn is just, dude, I'm tired of listening. I don't listen to him anymore. I don't listen to his interviews. Why? It's just wasting my time. You know what I'm saying? And they're just all he does is jabber away and just bring up new excuses, a different story. You know, he just twists stories up so that the followers can continue, you know, being deceived, I guess, and believing in Hearn and Joshua, thinking that they're untouchable and immaculate, right? With all due respect, man, with AJ, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I really liked him. I really do. I do still, but, dude, he's just totally Eddie Hearn. Thanks to Eddie Hearn, and thanks to Joshua himself, too, because saying things that, I'll fight him for the million, I'll do it, yeah. And he even, I remember it was mentioned to go other interviews where there was a video where he was in a car with, you know, a black do-rag on his head, and he said he wants to fight him. He wants to fight Wilder. But it seems like there's conflict between AJ and Eddie Hearn, you know what I mean? It seems like there's something behind the scenes there that Eddie Hearn is like doing what he wants with Joshua, man. That's what I see. Like, AJ doesn't have, you know, I guess he doesn't have a say in all this. You know, it's like Eddie Hearn is just directing Joshua as he wants, you know? Maybe AJ really does want to fight, but I don't know, man, because I'm not going to give an analysis on who would win and stuff, but, you know, that's another video. But I just don't know, dude. It's kind of, it's perplexing. That's the word. It's perplexing, and that's not how it should be, you know? Promoters in the States are clear, straightforward. Let's get it done, baby. Let's do it. Get the contract, sign it, bam, let's go. You know, I mean, it's just to the point, you know, less chatter, get to action, let's get it going, you know, like, American boxing is known for that, you know what I'm saying? American boxing historically is known for boxers facing the best. I'm not talking about this era, well, there are some exceptions, obviously, but, like, American boxing, the way it's known historically, best facing the best, you know, I got that little video, that's called Box Talk, you know, more business, less legends. It's because in the past, boxing was more legends, mostly legends, but they fought the best in the prime. Let's get it on, let's go. No more words, sign a contract, let's get on. And it was just down to business, man. And then Eddie Hearn, dude, he came here, and, you know, and this whole DAZN, shouts out to the boxing clinic and more. I saw that DAZN sucks, man. I mean, that video, the website of DAZN sucks is an actual website. Oh my gosh. In Canada, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to you, brother. Shouts out to you. The whole community, you know what I'm saying? And, sorry. Yeah, man. Canada hates DAZN. A lot of subscribers, you know what I'm saying? And then Eddie Hearn trying to come here in America and trying to promote that, trying to lift that up. $1 billion deal. I mean, the reason why I'm saying all this, he's coming at this all on the wrong foot, man. In the Western world, things are different, man. In the boxing community, in the industry, you know what I'm saying? The way business works. And Eddie Hearn is coming here saying pay-per-view has its flaws and this and that. And in other words, he's saying, you know, my way's better than all you guys. Get out of my way. I know what I'm doing. But in reality, he's coming about it all wrong, man. I mean, look at Richard Schaefer, man. He's getting into the tournament in Europe. You know, he got his hand in the business there. And, you know, Richard Schaefer, my respects, man. The way Richard Schaefer broke it down. Check out Richard Schaefer's interviews, man, about, you know, DAZN. And, I mean, now this is another thing what I want to get at is that first point, man, that Eddie Hearn is coming up. He's starting off the wrong foot here in America, man. I mean, in the Western Hemisphere, man. North America, he's just going at it about, it's just horrible representation of who he is as a promoter. He has Daniel Jacobs. I think Daniel Jacobs should run from that guy, man. I mean, Daniel Jacobs is amazing talent, and he can do better off independently, or I'm not a manager or nothing like that, but dude, it's just the looks of this. Now, Richard Schaefer, you know, he did explain something he did mention something really important in one of the interviews. I don't remember what channel, but I mean, streaming apps like DAZN, he said it's the future, you know, so now my second point is this, like, I'm not discarding Eddie Hearn 100%, even though I dislike his presentation, horrible, not that professional at all. Maybe Eddie Hearn in America, I would say he's up, you know, Oscar, I would say the worst promoters right now for me, in my personal opinion, are Oscar and Eddie Hearn, man. I mean, much respect to Oscar, though. I mean, I gotta tell you, man, I mean, boxing legend, you know what I'm saying? I can't discredit him in that, dude. Like, but you know, his horrible reputation with drugs and things. You know the details, man. But I mean, it's just bad. But you know, I would say them too, man. I mean, I would incline more to Eddie Hearn just for the fact that he's just the worst in promoting so far. So far, okay? So the reason why I say this is because maybe Eddie Hearn will build momentum, which I hope not in America, man. You can stay in the UK, stay over there, dude. Do your thing over there, man. Have fun, whatever. But maybe he'll gain momentum because we got to understand, you guys, in the boxing world, in the boxing industry, what happened to Canelo? You know, dude, I like his style. He's coming up, man. I mean, check out my other videos on Canelo, you know, on Triple G, The King for Long. Don't Do It Triple G, you know, my analysis on Canelo, man. I mean, he's coming up, guys, whether we like it or not. But getting back to him, he got a slap on the wrist, man. I mean, why? I mean, because I think dude Oscar been pulling some strings, man. I mean, Oscar got connections, whether we like it or not, guys. We gotta face facts. Oscar got connections in this industry, you know what I'm saying? And but you know, and he's still moving, you know. He's bringing up Ryan Garcia, you know what I'm saying? And I agree with Boxing Clinic and more. And I'm saying I commented that in a live chat he had, you know, a live video he's doing it. You know, I asked him, you know, is hard, you know, Ryan Garcia, is he being protected, you know, by Oscar? And he's really right on this, man. Like he said that, you know, he's too young to be, you know, protected. He's coming up, and you know, it's true. All these young fighters, they're too young to be protected. They're just coming up and they're getting their, you know, momentum going as professionals. So it's too early to say that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, so like Oscar, I mean, Golden Boy, I think is still going to be strong in the future, man. It's going to be strong, you know, but even though other promoters are coming up, you know what I'm saying, independent, you know, boxers who are making their own, who are in the prospects of making their own, you know, having their own independent promotional companies and stuff, you know, that's how I see Eddie, man. Like, he has connections, man. He has hookups. He has connections. He's rubbing shoulders with people, with even Richard Schaefer, even though Richard Schaefer says things that are true. That's what I like about Richard Schaefer. He speaks truth, man. I mean, like, he rubs shoulders with Eddie Hearn, but he also speaks the truth about him. About things that, you know, he's going kind of wrong about this whole thing with the zone, but it doesn't mean that Eddie Hearn's not gonna build momentum in America, you know what I'm saying? So he might, you know. I mean, what I think is gonna happen, you know, mostly that more than anything, Hearn will probably be, you know, assigning up and coming talent, you know. I don't know. It's hard to predict, but I do see, you know, I incline towards seeing this, man, that Eddie Hearn is going to be building momentum in the future, man, in America. Whether we like it or not, you know what I'm saying? That's my take on it. Maybe I'm wrong. That's, you know, put your comments below, guys. I want to hear your opinion. But I think, you know, Eddie Hearn is, for now, it's horrible. I'm not a hater, you know what I'm saying? But just stay in the UK. He knows his culture, you know, he knows his culture, his people, how to go about things. And if that's his way of doing it in the UK, well, go ahead and stay there, bro. I mean, but in America, he's just going out about it the wrong way, guys, you know. But, you know, that's my take on it. I just wanted to mention that a little bit, you know, and just wanted to take out what I felt, you know, seeing all this. It's been going on, this whole drama between Wilder and Joshua and Eddie Hearn sticking his nose, you know, in between all this. And it's like, dude, it's a hassle, you know, as a fan, as a boxing fan. I love the sport, you know, and just to see this, I haven't seen this happen. I haven't seen a promoter like him, and you know, that's just my take on it, you know. And it's been going on for more than a year and a half, this whole thing. And you know, it seems like Wilder, AJ, they're parting their own ways, and who knows if it's gonna happen next year even. We don't know. Now another thing is this: Eddie Hearn is probably trying to do that whole Mayweather Pacquiao, you know what I mean, blueprint to build momentum, because he said in the Fight Hype interview recently, I just saw a clip of it, you know, just to get an idea what he's coming at, you know. He that whole like 28-minute interview, half hour or something like that, recently with Fight Hype, where Eddie Hearn's explaining himself away. I just heard a few minutes, man. What he did said, this whole Wilder Joshua fiasco is like a snowball effect. It's gaining momentum, you know. So he's probably just going about it like that, man. You know, ticking people off in America just to build more momentum, man. So that when the fight goes off, if it goes off, I'm thinking it will. I mean, and the end of next year maybe, and 2019, mid 2019, it's just gonna be that much more, you know. Because you gotta understand, Eddie Hearn, he's just in it for the money, man. I see him as he's just a greedy fat cat. That's why I see him. But you know, respect to him, man. I guess, I don't know, dude. Comments below, man. Shouts out to the whole LDBC, you know, all the family, you know what I'm saying, all listeners. Thank you so much. Peace. Amigo estará contigo hasta el fin de los siglos. Dios, tú caminas conmigo a mi lado. Contigo hablo y gente piensa que soy un poco raro, pero prefiero estar apartado que compartir con lo malo.